Good to go? All right. So this is take 3. I apologize if you've been watching and we've cut you off a couple of times. We were having some volume issues. So hopefully, once again, we've got those rectified. If you're watching and you can hear us, give us a thumbs up. If you can't hear us, send us a mean face or something so we know if you can hear us or not. Good afternoon. Welcome, everyone. I am Rachel Bishop. I am the Membership Services Manager for the LA Metro Chamber of Commerce. Thank you for joining us for our Chamber Check-In. I would like to introduce to you Diana Pecoraro. She is the Development Manager of Storm Warriors International, one of our new Chamber investors. The good thing about doing 3 takes on this is I've managed to actually pronounce everything that I needed to without mispronouncing it. So we're doing pretty good.
Yay.
Today we're going to talk about storms. We're going to talk about not your typical tornado or hurricane or blizzard. We're going to talk about the storms of life, storms of cultures, storms of communities, and we're going to talk about what Storm Warriors International is doing to try and raise awareness and help storms subside. So I'm going to give Diana a chance to explain a little bit about the background of Storm Warriors International.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me, Rachel. It's a pleasure to be here, and thanks for the 3 takes on our producer over there. And yay,
Aaron!
So, John Napa is the founder and executive director currently of Storm Warriors, and I like to tell the story because it's such I find a warm, heartening story. He is an executive producer and has been out in California for a long time, although his family has been based here in Maine for a long time as well. And he wrote a book by the same title. It's a historical fiction narrative. And during the course of researching some of the themes in the book of Storm Warriors, he started researching the inventor of the lifeboat, which is actually an English person whose name eludes me at the moment. And this gentleman, basically it became, when he founded the lifeboat, it was people literally out in the storm needing help or needing to climb onto this lifeboat. But in the course of the novel, what happens is it becomes metaphorical, in life for saving people from different life storms,
yeah.
Right? Just as you said in your introduction. And what happened during the course of John doing a book tour was that a lot of people would come up feeling so moved by the story that they'd say, I want to be a storm warrior. I want to help other people. How do I get on board? How do I help with this? And so the birth of the organization was founded by John really about 5 years ago. And what we do as an organization is we help other nonprofits. We help other nonprofits by gifting them or underwriting for them a communications and media package. And so what happens is this becomes a very poignant way of storytelling for that organization. So, for example, we're working with an organization that's very involved in stopping human trafficking or helping the victims of human trafficking, or the survivors instead of victims. I like that's more empowering word to say the survivors of them. And what happens is John goes in and does an exploratory with the executive director after and any nonprofit can come to us and apply on our website, and then the board of directors has an application process. And John will go in and do an assessment, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, a SWOT, literally, and spends a lot of time interviewing the executive director, different people that work at the organization, as well as the board of directors. And he can come up with the communications package. It could be video clips, it could be a website, it could be brochures, it could be a multiplicity of needs that is assessed. And then we have in-house production director, production editors, and we put all of that together, and we know how important storytelling is in the 21st century. I mean, look, you guys, we're doing this video now, and we know how important Because we know that, when you're on your phone and you only have 30 seconds, you might be looking at a 9-second clip. And if you're talking to someone who is, a family member of an opiate survivor or somebody who's in recovery, you know how poignant that can be. It can move us to tears. And so with other nonprofits, you know how important that is for fundraising. And so that's what we do. We give them that gift and put that, most nonprofits don't have that as a line item budget because they don't have the money to afford that kind of thing. So we do it for them, and we help them appeal to other people. And we know that Maine is a really generous community. The Maine, plug for the Maine Association of Nonprofits, they recently put together a workshop December 4th, but one of the things right there on there is that 20% of Maine's economy is from the nonprofit arena. So it behooves us all to support each other in what we do because of the importance it plays in our state economy, and also right down to the individual, whether it's the opiate survivor or recoverer, the person in recovery and their family. It's important for us to be a part of that. Human trafficking, children who are grieving, Partners for World Health, sending expired types of materials to other third world countries who may, here would just get chucked or, not recycled, but it actually has a purpose. Other people can use it. So that's basically what we do in a nutshell.
So worldwide organization.
Right. Right now, John has chosen and the board of directors to focus in Maine.
Nice.
So we're using only nonprofits that are based in Maine, and it can have global reach, but most of it, I would say 90% of what we do is for the actual person who is touched community-wise in the state of Maine.
And, agree completely, media has such a heavy impact. You can read an article in the newspaper about somebody who's survived human trafficking, and it will pull at your heartstrings. But if you watch a video or you see a commercial and you can actually see that survivor, it really has such a huge impact. So to be able to offer that gift to our nonprofits is just phenomenal. Is there a way that regular people are those that want to be storm warriors, what can they offer?
Well, we have a lot of volunteer opportunities. So, for example, you can look on our website, which is www.stormwarriors, WARRIORS. Make sure you type in the s.org. And you can see all of the different work that we've done to date, different video clips. You can see John speaking as well on there. We have some people that donate on a monthly basis, like most organizations. We offer that. We do appeals. If you want to sign up for our e-news or e-bulletins, we would be happy to have you just to sort of feel us out and see if you like what we do. You can come by at, we did the Lobster Festival most recently, we did the Windjammer, where we do different public events that, I guess I'm nervous because I'm not remembering all of them at the moment. We're doing, up in Bangor, we're doing the End to Violence, and we'll be doing some chamber events as well going forward. So do introduce yourselves, do come and get to know us. We're really friendly. I love the people that I work with. I've learned a lot. I don't know anything about video and media really, and I've learned a lot from them in the short time that I've been with them. But I'm really affected by the videos myself. I mean, the very first time that I went to a meeting up in Camden, by the way, we're at 89 Elm Street, Suite 202 in Camden, Maine, is our home base. You're welcome. Even though we are from York all the way up to Aroostook County in terms of our spread and what we support. I was sitting there and I'm thinking and I'm watching a video clip with John and two of our production team, Rebecca and Jessica, and the tears are streaming down my face. They had shut the lights off because one of our production people who the videographer was showing the clip that she had put together, and I couldn't stop crying, and I'm thinking to myself, this is so embarrassing. I've never met them in person, and I'm sitting here crying because I was so moved by what we were being shown on the screen. And I quickly wiped my eyes because as soon as they turned the lights back on, I didn't want people to know that I was so deeply affected by what I had just watched. So it's a testimony to, which reminds me, we have something on the website called Testimoments, which are different interviews with people talking about how they've been moved by each of the organizations that we've done work for. And if you only have 9 seconds, you know, if you've stopped and you're checking your email, 9 seconds is sometimes all it takes to understand the impact.
Or to make a difference.
Exactly.
Or it can be that 9 seconds can be a catalyst to making a change.
Absolutely, absolutely. We also are working right now on some public service announcements, which I'm very excited to see myself against human trafficking. They're going to be located at your local movie theaters. They're going to be played, and I'm looking forward to seeing the impact of that as well. So there's lots of ways to get involved. Just give us a shout out, and we can direct you to something that you might be interested in, or maybe something that you've never tried. Maybe you're a finance person and you've decided you want to do something entirely different. This is a great opportunity to come explore with us.
I had been looking at the website, I was doing my background work, and I noticed something called Dine In for a Cause. Is that something that you can tell me about?
Sure. We are getting ready, or we've approached a number of local restaurants in the Camden area, actually, and we figured we'd start, because we have an events coordinator named Anna Limeburner, and if you're interested, you're welcome to contact us. Our office phone is 207-230-8203 or 03. And Anna had put together this idea of each restaurant can decide in its management if, and I believe it's either the 19th or the 20th, and I apologize for not knowing exactly which date it is, but you can donate. The 19th, okay. I knew it was one or the other. You can donate a percentage of your take of gross receipts of that night, and the management can decide what percentage they want to donate back to the organization for these communication and media packages that we're offering to nonprofits throughout the state.
That all excellent information. So once again, I'm Rachel Bishop. I've been talking with Diana Pecoraro. She's offered us a lot of information about Storm Warriors International. They have an office in Camden, 89 Elm Street, Suite 202. Their phone number there is 207-230-8203. If you want more information, or you want to be a Storm Warrior, or you're wondering if you have something that you could offer, please reach out to them, contact them. Website www.stormwarriors.org. Touch back at the beginning, we talked about how Storm Warriors came along, and right on your website it says Storm Warriors is an ancient term used to describe those who launched lifeboats into stormy seas to rescue others. We're talking about real life storms. You can be a Storm Warrior. If it's something that interests you, please reach out and contact them. So thank you again for sitting with us today and being so patient with our technical difficulties.
And thank you, Erin, back there, our producer.
Yay! Do you have anything that you want to add?
Nope, I just encourage everyone, if you've been feeling a tug at your heartstrings, do reach out. We can accommodate anyone's schedule or budget, whatever you need. Give us a call and we'll help you out. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye. Thank you.